Hey y'all, this your girl Amber, back about to do readings for my Pisces. So be mindful that these are general messages. It can resonate with your sun, moon, Venus, or rising sign, first, fifth, or seventh house. First, fifth, seventh, or eighth house. So if you know where Pisces fall at in your chart, this may resonate with you. And if not, yeah, maybe one of my other Pisces readings may resonate. So yeah, be mindful that Pluto has just transitioned into Aquarius, meaning a lot of transformation and rebirths are going on. You feel me? A lot of people are gaining clarity. A lot of people are going through spiritual awakenings. A lot of people are using their discernment and their intuition a lot more now. Okay? And also the signs who are going to be affected by it the most, because everybody is going to be affected by it, but the ones it's going to hit the most intensively is Taurus, Scorpio, Leos, and Aquarius. Okay? And not to mention, we have Saturn energy that's just transitions to Pisces. 7th house. Well, that's my 7th house for me. But, so this reading might have something that got something to do with me that might resonate, that might pop out. I don't know. But you know what I'm saying? Take what resonate, leave what don't. Okay? So, my Pisces, what message I have for y'all today? Damn, okay. Okay, so Pisces, I feel like y'all are in the energy whereas it's like you, how can I explain? It's like you probably feel like you have to probably change the way that you communicate and talk to people, just because of some fact, like the way that you communicate or just engage with other individuals. Maybe you feel like you not getting what you want out of how you communicate, because maybe you feel like if you voice up and communicate how you feel, things are going to change, especially if it's involved someone that you are dealing with, that you feel like you have feelings for. It's like you feel like the reason why things didn't work out in your favor when it came to this person that you had feelings for is because of the simple fact, maybe the way that you talk or the way that you communicate your needs and wants was very, how can I explain, very demanding, like you were trying to like control, force, you know what I'm saying? And so you didn't get fulfilled out of that just because of simple fact, maybe this person was more so focused on their money and their finances, while you was trying to put the focus on trying to basically make them or force them be the person for you, but not knowing that this person that you had some type of feeling for was more so focusing on their money, just because maybe they had already been in situations whereas when they, how can I explain? It's like maybe this person that you were attached to been in a situation whereas as soon as they involve themselves with someone, it's like they feel like their finances, they take a loss financially. And maybe they feel like just because of what type of person this person is, they feel like you were the same person, probably in just a different body, very demanding, very controlling, didn't know how to communicate, you know what I'm saying, very aggressive. And it's like the whole time you were trying to force this person into being basically put the whole concentration and the focus on you. This person was focused mainly on their money, getting their money up, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's see. Damn. Okay. I see. Yeah, and it's like you probably got tired of trying to talk or fight with this person. Maybe I had a lot of arguments, disagreements, just because in fact you weren't being satisfied the way that you wanted to, just because, like I said, this person wasn't putting the focus on you. So it's like you were basically upset because some of that this person was focused on making them some money, handling their business, putting their priorities and responsibility first so they can be stable, whereas, you know what I'm saying, they can make time for you, but at the same time you kept, it's like you basically were pushing the person away because of some fact you were trying to make or force something. Guess what, at this point, at that time, well, whatever energy, past, present, future, you know what I'm saying, because energy is fluent, they weren't ready for that shit because, like I said, they had their own things and situations and priorities and responsibilities that they have to handle first. And maybe you got tired of the excuses, or, you know, just not getting what you want out of it. Let's see. Yeah, and it was like you were trying to put in all this work to make this a solid foundation, you know what I'm saying, between you and this person. Like, maybe y'all was like dating, or, you know, mingling, talking, like maybe it was like a situationship, you know what I'm saying, and it was like you were trying to make the situationship more into a actual real relationship, whereas it's exclusive, it's committed, you know what I'm saying, y'all have beginnings and fresh starts together, just because of some fact you had feelings for this person, but at the same time, it's like you were trying to force or make them be someone that they're not, you know what I'm saying? And that's, like I said, that may have been the reason why things didn't work out between y'all two, because some fact you're very, like, I ain't gonna, maybe you was, how can I explain, maybe the way you communicated with this individual, you was communicating more so in your masculine energy versus your feminine energy, whereas, you know what I'm saying, you probably always being so aggressive, arguing, wanting to have disagreements, and just want to be petty, want to start shit, you know what I'm saying, just because of the fact you feel like you wasn't getting your way or what you wanted. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. And it's like the way that y'all would communicate, like you probably hurt this person's feelings, or they probably hurt your feelings. But like I said, you probably felt like you was backstabbed or let down, or just you just disappointed overall in the situation, because in fact you felt like this wasn't going to, like, after whatever y'all had going on, it's like it wasn't going to be any like new starts or fresh beginning between y'all two, just because simple fact, like, you was trying to force somebody to be somebody that you want them to be, and unfortunately they're not in their energy of being that person you want them to be, especially when you're trying to make them change their ways or force them to be the person that you want them to be. You know what I'm saying? That's not how life works. So yeah, you feel like you was backstabbed, let down, you got your feelings hurt, you know what I'm saying? So it was just like, fuck it, you know what I'm saying? But the whole time, not knowing that this person is basically focused on getting their money together, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, because like I said, this person is focused on their financial stability, because in fact they have things that they're trying to do and put into fruition for themselves. And it's like you thought that this person may have been the one that could also help you and invest in you or offer you something. That's probably why you kept on trying to force the connection, or just make him be somebody that you wanted them to be, you know what I'm saying? It's given very demanding and controlling, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that you personally were a controlling individual, but the energy that I'm getting from this, like you were acting too demanding, or it has to be done this way, like, you know what I'm saying? Like you talk more so from a controlling manner instead of an actual caring, nurturing manner. So it's like that probably made that person fall back and distance themselves from you anyway, just because in fact it feel like they're going through the same thing, where it's the same pattern, just with in a different body, you know what I'm saying? So they feel like, you feel like this person was going to be your wish fulfillment to help you bring in whatever you were trying to bring, but at the same time, this person is more so focused on themselves and making sure that they are stable and secure. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Okay. Pisces. Yeah, because like I said, this might have been like a situationship, not nothing like too committed, like, you know what I'm saying, whereas y'all was boyfriend and girlfriend, like y'all was probably dating, but not dating, whereas y'all were exclusively dating, like they were probably meeting with other people just like you were. And like I said, maybe you were trying to basically change this person from being non-committal, whereas, you know, they have still lived a single lifestyle, into being just for you. And my thing is, when that occurred, guess what? Things went left, and it was a whole bunch of arguing, disagreements about a lot of he say, she say, and guess what? It may have been other people involved too, whether you had other people involved or the person that you were dealing with had other people involved. But at the same time, it's like you were trying to change somebody that wasn't ready to change, or possibly ain't ready to change, or maybe, like I said, maybe this person isn't the person for you, because in fact you want a certain type of individual, but at the same time this person, his focus is more so on his money, his finances, his stability, his security, but at the same time not knowing you saying, oh well, I'm used to this, but not knowing that this person not that type of person you think they are. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you basically trying to change somebody from being their authentic self. Don't get me wrong, growth and change is very, very important. But at the same time, it's like you can't make nobody do something they don't want to do. You can't force nobody to be with you if they don't want to be with you. You know what I'm saying? And maybe like it was a lot of chaotic energy, because like I said, it's giving a lot of confused, chaotic energy, a lot of drama, just because it was a lot of arguments, a lot of back and forth and stuff. Pisces. Yeah, because like I said, you were thinking that this person can bring in something, like you feel like this person can balance you out. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you feel like this person was your soulmate, this and that, but not knowing this person is focused on not trying to be in a stable relationship. You know what I'm saying? Because Six of Cups came up with right. Whereas you were trying to build a solid, stable relationship or commitment, but not knowing that this person, they're not on that type of time right now. You know what I'm saying? Maybe eventually in the future, but at the same time, right at this current moment, they wasn't on that. You know what I'm saying? Just because, like I said, their money and their priorities, responsibilities that they have before you, that comes first. And especially if they have kids or anything in nature, or anything in general, like that's what's coming first before you. Okay? Especially if you're being too demanding and controlling about, like you're trying to control the situation. Like, no, this is not how you do that. I see. Yeah, because like I said, you didn't get what you wanted out of this relationship or this situationship. Yeah, you probably wanted the whole 9 yards, the happy family. You wanted to be married, kids, this and that. But not knowing, unfortunately, you're not going to get that with this person. Okay, I'm just going to be honest with you. You're not going to get this with this person. Just because, like I said, this person isn't focused on being married and family and the whole 9 yards, how you are. This person is focused strictly on their money. You know what I'm saying? Building their money up. Y'all ain't on the same page. Yeah, 3 of Pentacles came up in reverse. Yeah, and like maybe at one point in time, how can I explain? Yeah, the reason why I'm saying this is because in fact this person may have more than one responsibility and priority, whereas the reason why they trying to get financially stable is because in fact they want to be able to provide for everyone who they feel is always a priority and responsibility. So it's like what they have going on is first, and then you come. That's if, you know what I'm saying, if the relationship or the dynamic get back on, you know, on the same page. But that's only if, and the way I'm looking, I feel like this isn't going to get back on the same page, because it's in fact y'all not even in alignment with each other. You want something that they don't want, and guess what? The more that you try to force them to want it, guess what? The more that you want to hurt your own feelings and You know what I'm saying? Just because in fact you keep having this mindset that this is the person that you want to be with, this and that, this is the person who is for you, this is the person that you see yourself being married to, having kids with, this and that, but not knowing they're not in that energy. Four of Swords came up in reverse, I'm sorry. Yeah, it goes back to me saying this wasn't built off a solid foundation, first and foremost. That's why it's a lot of going back and forth, he say, she say, because like I said, this wasn't a solid foundation from the start. And like I said, this person had other people possibly involved, that they also had other responsibilities and priorities to over you. And that's why I'm saying this dynamic, no, it's not. This is more so of a lesson for you. So it's like, how can I explain? It's like, since you know now what you want and what you're not going to tolerate or accept, this is when you put in those that work and the effort from the lessons that you have learned to actually bring to fruition who you truly want as a partner. You know what I'm saying? What I have to tell you all the time, some people that come into your life don't always be a blessing. Sometimes it be lessons. Sometimes it be for a reason. Sometimes it be for a season. You feel me? Every person that comes along that you feel as though has the same qualities or the same characteristics, you guess what? They're not always your soulmate. Sometimes it be just, sometimes what I have to tell people, sometimes people don't realize they be a catalyst to others people's spiritual awakening. Meaning, whereas you can assist them and help them, whereas it's like you helping and assisting them basically grow to a certain extent, elevate to a certain, but guess what? That's it. You're only supposed to really just be a catalyst to their growth. Whereas it's not always supposed to be a happy ending or happily ever after. You catch my drill? And I think that's what a lot of people keep getting mixed up and confused at, because some fact they feel as though every person that they're come in contact with, they feel as though that they're their soulmate, they're supposed to be together just because of the small things that they have in common. You know what I'm saying? But not knowing, sometimes, baby, these people come into our lives to be lessons. And guess what? Sometimes for a season, not for a reason. Pisces. Yeah, so it's like I said, you basically ran this person away because simple fact, you don't know how to communicate. The way that you communicate very aggressively, whereas you communicate more so out of your masculine energy versus your feminine, which is okay, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if you are trying to come from a very feminine type of place, why do you always communicate so aggressively and so harshly and towards other people that you quote unquote supposed to love or care for? That's why I tell people all the time, some people get, what people fail to realize, some people get manipulation mixed up with love, they get controlling mixed up with care. And I feel like just because of how this energy is going, it's like you were trying to control this person just because in fact you wanted this person to be someone that you wanted them to be. Unfortunately, they're not that person. So yeah, one more card, Pisces, one more card. Yeah, because like I said, Queen of Cups upright, you wanted this person to be whoever you, like, it's like you was trying to build a nigga. Catch my drift? You wanted them to be this way, that way, woo, 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 woo. And not knowing, the more that you try to make someone be someone that they're not, that be first of all, that's weird energy. Guess what? You're going to run that person away. You can't, every time you get in contact with an individual or you trying to pursue or talk to a dude, you can't just put all these demands and all this on them at once, because at this point you're going to run them off. And 9 times out of 10, I'm speaking to a single Pisces woman, because in fact that's the energy I'm getting, like very controlling, very demanding. Regardless if you're speaking on what you want out of a man, that's really fine. It's not always what you say, sometimes it's how you say it and how you communicate it to others. You get what I'm saying? So Pisces, if this is y'all reading, take what resonates, leave what don't. But y'all need to work on y'all control issues, because y'all are very controlling. And the way that this, look, I said, this is more so like for a single Pisces woman. Y'all gotta learn how to communicate more nurturing. You know what I'm saying? Because like, you can't communicate all these needs and stuff and just think somebody gonna up and jump and hop and skip and do it. No, that's not how life works, love. World do not revolve around you. I mean, your world it do, because you know what I'm saying, that's your world. But baby, you can't talk to people in any kind of way and think they just supposed to wait on you. You know what I'm saying? Just do this for you, like you just like, you know what I'm saying, like they their servant, like you treat them like a peasant. Like, no, that's not how things work. And you will never get what you want, especially when it comes to relationships, if you continue to keep up this type of behavior and the way that you talk to people. So yeah, Pisces, this is y'all reading. If y'all want a personal reading from me, just hit me up on Instagram or Twitter at OneInfamousAmber. Aries, y'all are up next. Yeah.